thought I'd share it with you guys. Hope you're all well. Just a little bit of garage arts for us. I think my phone will run out of power soon anyway. Out in the garage as always. Beautiful wife and Echo are inside where it's nice and warm with the heater on. And I've got to tell you guys, it's freaking freezing. Oh, it's not freezing. I've lived in colder places. But it's not exactly freaking Queensland here, you know. But at least it's not snowing outside. I've got to mix some latex up. So I've got a little thing here I put in, little formula, kind of this yellow stuff I put in. Gelatin, really, it's what it's called. And thickens it up for me. Just got to mix it up together. Mix and mix and mix and mix and mix and mix. And it'll turn, you know, like a milk into a really thick cream. So it'll halve your time in your mask making. And you don't use as much product. And it uses half as much product because of the thickener. So I just want to get it nice and thick. This reminds me of when I was first moving out of home. I didn't have anywhere to live, and I just rented a friend's garage. And I was living in the garage, guys, had it all sealed off with foam, you know, all the doors sealed off with 2-pack foam, and fucking windows sealed up, all that shit sealed up. Just me and I swear to God, it was one of the, you know, it's cold and stuff, I understand, but it was still a pretty good time for me. I made a lot of art. That's all I did. Every day is just make fucking art. Make stuff. And that's how I started. Just by putting the fibre mesh over mannequin heads mixed with latex colour and peeling it off and sewing it all together. And then sew a wig into it, make like a leather face mask. But I used sinew from an animal, dyed sinew. At the time you could buy it at craft shops, and it was dead set, you know, it was muscle from an animal that they dyed, and you could buy it in all different colours. So I ran around to all the shops and I bought it all up. I swear to God, guys, like 20 rolls of the little rolls of the stuff. And I bought it all up out of every freaking shop. And then the government came out with some new rule or some bullshit. You know, you can't use animal fibre and rah-rah. So they discontinued making it. So you can't buy it anymore. I haven't been able to buy it. But when you felt the stuff, you know, it felt like, you know, you could tell it wasn't cotton. You know, it had an oily feel to it. Because it was real muscle from an animal. And that's how I started out doing art. That's how I started. But I couldn't buy that sinew stuff anymore. I couldn't buy it anywhere. And that's thick, alright? Really, really thick. Look at that. Okay? We've gone from water to that. Oh, gosh. I've got heaps to do, you know. I've got heaps and heaps to do. I've got to do all of these. I've got to do all of them, I think. Most of them anyway. Yeah, most of them. 90% of them. So I'm going to redo all these and get some more work done. Always garage arting, guys, as you can see, sitting in a garage. Alright, so until dinner time. And then I go in and have some dinner. And then I come back out again and finish projects, whatever I need to do, until Echo goes to bed. And then I go in and put her to bed. And then I come back out again. So at least there's no wasted time, yeah? We've got to go and have a shower and fucking have a shave and shit like that. All I've been is in here. I don't really move out of the garage much, guys. I'm pretty much in here all the time. So, anyway, I'm going to go and start on my clown now, start working on my clown. And enjoy my ghost and stuff. I like my Corey and my ghost. They look really, really nice. Anyway, thank you guys. Have a good day. And we'll do some more arts. Okay? Get some more arts going. Always Sunny in Philadelphia in the background. Season 1 and 2. Pretty funny show. I always use a spoon. It's just a lot easier for me than tipping it all in and all the stuff goes everywhere. And I'm just not interested in that. Done all that before. And that's basically it. Get a nice thickness in there. And then just let it pool. Right, that's it. My moulds are really easy to use. You know, just really easy, and well, for me they are. You know, they really are. See how that puts a nice thickness over the nice coating over it. So I'm just going to let it sit for 10 minutes. I always let the ears drain first. Let it sit down like that to let the ears drain. And then just move on to the next one. Let me go here. Let me get another episode going. Got 2 jumpers and a jacket on, guys. 2 jumpers and a jacket on, tracksuit pants, and 2 pairs of socks. Just sitting here. It's not exactly warm, but when I was growing up, I grew up in the snow. I grew up in the cold. Like for years, I grew up in the cold. So, like 2 feet of snow outside. That kind of cold. That kind of cold, you got to go and dig the fucking driveway out just to get out to go to the shop. That kind of cold. So, you know, yeah, it's cold, but it's not fucking cold, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my wife's in there with the heater on in the house, and I walk in, and to me it's like an inferno. Like, seriously, I'm in there for 3 or 4 minutes, and I've got to go back outside. And I told her, you've got to get climatised, you know. Like, I come in the house and I've got to strip down. I've got to take all my jumpers off, jackets off, everything off. But you're talking to someone who used to live in a shed, you know, like I had my bed set up and everything. This is just work all night and just, you know, go to sleep when I felt like it, wake up in the morning, have a few bongs, and then just keep doing work, keep doing art. And then I just listed on eBay all the time. I just listed on eBay. And that's how I lived. You know, that's how I survived. So that's how I met my wife too. That's how I met my wife, man. You know, I was doing my arts. I was doing a live session of arts on Facebook. And just by chance, she just happened to see the stream or something like that, whatever it was. I forget what it was. And she ended up just watching me. And we just started asking me about my art and to become friends. And we were friends for like, I don't know, 4 months. A long time. Like talking every day. Hi, how are you? That kind of thing. And I just said to her one day, look, I've got no money. I live in a fucking shed. But I'll be happy to come and meet you, you know what I mean? I'll come to your country, meet you, you know, no promises or anything, you know, you don't have to promise me, I don't have to promise you anything, you know, we'll just fucking meet each other, man, you know, it doesn't have to be anything, right? I'm not expecting anything, right? So I think that was a really good attitude to have. So I just took my backpack, I only had like maybe $1,000 I'd saved up, and went to China. just got in a plane and went, just fucking left. I was going through a really bad divorce. I'd been divorced for 4 or 5 years, and I'd just been concentrating on my art, just concentrating on that only. Didn't want nothing to do with anything, just concentrated on my art, yeah? And, but China interested me, you know, the actual country, you know, to go there, really interested me.